Hi guys, it's Melissa from my puzzle life. I'm sorry, I look horrible, but it's been a very stressful several days. If you can see, I'm also sick, so I'm going to upload a video, even though I look horrible, and I'm laying across my bed and I'm gonna do the best I can. Um, and I don't know why I'm sick. Kind of got a little bit of a cough, runny nose. I'm starting to sound a little congested inside my head. I don't know if I sound congested outside to everyone, but and my hair looks horrible. But as everybody knows, so if you've watched my videos, well, thank you for joining me. If you have never watched my videos, I'd appreciate it if y'all would become part of our little family and help me build my channel. Um, it's a small channel right now, but when I say my puzzle life, it's my puzzle life. So I do a little bit of everything. Um, Bipolar disorder, depression, rapid cycling, hauls, Christmas hauls, grocery hauls, recipes, hospice care is what's mainly going to be tonight. Um, just different things, all assortment of things. So you can go back and watch my videos, get a feel for what my video is about. Two husbands, everything you can imagine. I'm in the middle of it. Um, I was started out as a teen mom. I have six kids. They range from 34 to 16, which is my youngest. Um, Only one that lives at home. So he's almost like an only child. Um, so I had my first child when I was 18. So I was still a kid myself. And my nose is running too, y'all. So I'm sorry. I got a scratch. Um, so it's been it's been rough. I've been married quite a few times. Right now I have two husbands. Long story. If you see one of my other videos, you can get an see why and what happened and how I got myself in that situation. I am a rapid cycler, bipolar person. Um, Not a violent person when I'm bipolar, so I kind of get angry when people automatically think 'cause you're bipolar, you're crazy. It's not the case. Fairly stable. Um, I did get put on new medication recently, which was lithium and another what was my Clonopin is my anxiety medicine. I think the lithium is really helping the Clonopin, not so much. Um, I think lithium, when I was first diagnosed, was what I was put on, and we had to leave Columbia, Missouri, and go back to North Carolina and Virginia because it's where my ex husband was from. When we were in Columbia, Missouri, he ended up getting cancer, and we had to leave abruptly to get care and everything and be with his family. And he has survived after all these years. Our twins are, I think they're 24. Um, I lost track. My kids, so sorry. My kids range from 34 to 16. I have six kids. I was a teenage mom, so I started really young. Um, so that's part of my life story. Um, the Married to Two Husbands is in another video, so you can watch that one. Um, my mom is in hospice care right now, which is why I think is why I'm getting sick. And when I get stressed, I get sick and I get this that develops. So I'm really struggling right now. We've had to call hospice out tonight because she was just under all, I mean, out of it. So they're gonna try to decrease some of her meds for a while until she gets used to them because she's not a med person. I'm, on the other hand, was an addict for quite a long time. So my tolerance to drugs is different than hers. So, she's never really been on medication. So um, it hit her hard. But it has helped her breathing significantly on the trying to gra- get air in. Um, so they have her on Dilaudid, which I know it's a pain medication, as everybody knows, but it also helps open the airways, which is why they give it to COPD patients. She's COPD, congestive heart failure, and very high blood pressure. Did I say CHF, congestive heart failure? Or I don't even know. I'm sorry. I'm just so exhausted, and I might repeat myself. So just please forgive me. Um, she we the nurse came out and they said we're going to reduce some of the meds, try to get her accustomed to them, and then can start going up as needed. So tomorrow morning I'm going to start um, cutting back and seeing how she goes. I told her because she was really out of it, so I tried to keep talking to her, keep her focused this evening. Um, I know when like I said, I'm an ex addict, drugs and alcohol. So when I was always real drunk, Whataburger was my place to go at 3 in the morning because yes, they're open 24 hours. So I went and I thought, well, maybe it would help absorb some of that medication if she ate something because our late lunch, she really didn't eat that much. She ate an egg roll and a little bit of her chicken rice noodles and kind of all of a sudden just went downhill really quick right after that. And so I went after the nurse finally left. I was trying to get her to focus and pay attention to me and listen to me and try to wake up some. And I said, "Do you want me to go get some Whataburger?" So I went and got her a Whataburger sandwich. They were supposed to give us onion rings. Of course, every time we go somewhere, something's wrong, and they gave us onion ring. I mean, French fries instead. So she got French fries instead, and then I got her a strawberry malt. So I was able to work with her to get her to eat some of that. She's sleeping now, but hoping that she'll sleep off some of the medication that they have her on. So, on top of that, today, well, it was yesterday now, a little, it's 2:07 Central Standard Time here. My cousin passed away at 1:30 yesterday morning. Um, he is 5 years, 5 years, I don't know, I keep trying to say 5 years. He is 5 months older than my mom. My mom's mom, so my grandmother and my aunt were pregnant at the same time. So he's 5 months older than my mom. He had a cardiac cath a little over a week ago. Ended up dying on the table. Had a stroke. They brought him back, and then he was put on life support, which he's been on life support since, and passed away this yesterday morning. So my mom's very upset about that because They were so close in age, they were more like siblings than cousins. So I'm not sure how I'm going to go about doing the funeral yet because she's not able to walk um, that far out there right now because COVID has hit us so hard here recently. It's kind of backlogged everyone. So they can't have his funeral until January 7th is the earliest they can schedule his funeral. So on January 6th is the viewing. So I think I'm going to take her to the viewing because I can at least, she has a wheelchair now too, and I can push her in her wheelchair through the funeral home. But if it's kind of going to be hard, I could push her in the um, hot. Sorry, like I said, I'm getting sick. I can push her at the funeral, but I wouldn't be able to take her out into the cemetery because there would be no way I could push her out there. That would be just too difficult trying to get her out there and rocks and hills and everything depending on where he's buried and the condition of the ground. And we're supposed to get snow and ice, so I'm starting sometime tonight for a couple of days. So I'm not sure, and rain following that. So I'm not sure what the conditions are going to be. But I've told her since the medication seems to be helping her, the dilaudid. I don't, and I've tried to record this several times, so please forgive me if I'm repeating myself because I don't know what recorded and what didn't. So I'm recording a different way. That's why I'm recording live from my laptop. Um, um, I told her I would take her to Ardmore, Oklahoma, which is where my dad was born and raised most of his life, and to Hamburger Inn, which was one of her favorite and all of our favorites places. Is a little bitty diner off Main Street in Ardmore, Oklahoma. Best onion chili cheeseburgers you've ever had. Wonderful place. Um, so I told her I would take her there, and she likes to go to the casino. So I told her I would take her to the casino. So um, I just want her to be happy for whatever lifespan she has left. Um, she she has about, I don't know how many of you have watched my channel, so just say yes, has about maybe 2 inches of each lung functioning at this time. Um, she so when we went to the doctor, it was the Friday before Christmas, I think. Um, they showed us the X-rays and everything, and pretty much told us there was nothing else they could do. She besides the lung transplant, and she's not a candidate for a lung transplant, so that's not that's not an option. Not there's just nothing that can be done, and just congestive heart failure. So today she also started coughing a lot, and sputum started coming up, and I called the nurse just to kind of get an idea, check, because I'm kind of new at this, and trying to get a feel for how everything works. And they said, well, that's just because there's so much fluid built up around her heart and everything that her body's trying to get rid of some of it. So I can understand that. So, Sean, today I had a really, well, yesterday now, had a really bad migraine. So Sean helped me with the medication. I Google timed it and told him what to get, and he'd bring it in here to show me if this what you needed it right to give her right now. So yeah, so that's how we did it to as yesterday as of now, since it's 2:14 in the morning. Um, so it's been a rough couple of days. Hospice has been on almost every night since we started hospice. Um, but she did have a really hard time breathing earlier. Her chest was just, but like I said, they said that's what we're going to see. They recommended that I stay out of the room as much because, you know, me being the caregiver, it bothers me. And they said, you know, maybe not go in there as much and have to see it happening. So I tried to stay out some. Tonight I was in there more. Um, she she has stopped the gasping for air though, which is what the dilaudid was intended to do, to open up the airway to let oxygen in. She seemed less confused, which is another good thing because the oxygen get in there and the carbon dioxide and everything is what was causing the confusion. So we just trying to figure it out at this point. It's my daughter's helped me a lot. She's been coming and taking vital signs. So the only thing that my mom's had since 5 o'clock was the extra emergency blood pressure medication that we have to take if the systolic gets over 160. So we did have to end up taking that once it did get over 160. And that is about it that I can think of tonight. I'm so sorry. I'm just so tired, and I wanted to get a video up on something that's happening in our life. Um, it's been just very difficult. It can be very frustrating at times. She is finally starting to listen to what I say, what she needs, the oxygen for one. Um, I haven't seen her smoking or smelled it for probably a good 3 or 4 days. I don't think she smoked at all. Sean said that she actually was out of cigarettes. I'm so sorry I look so bad, y'all. Please forgive me. Um, Sean said she was out of cigarettes, but I mean, I just took her a couple weeks ago to get the cigarettes. So I don't know how she is already out of them. She must have went through 'em like a freight train. Cause the one medication um, she was on to help her stop smoking, she had to stop by January 4th. But she ended up refusing that medication. But I think she has stopped smoking as of right now. Um, can't guarantee that will stay the case because we've had scares before over different things, and she ended up still going back to smoking. So she did the other night try to leave in my car after she had morphine and anxiety pill, and I told her she wasn't leaving in my damn car because she was afraid because I called hospice that they were going to take her um, away. And I've promised her that I would not let them take her from the home. that she would stay here. So that's what I intend to do. Um, got a lot of angry family member Abby who all wanted hospice called, but when the thing is with the hospice being called, I all I did was call to see if it was needed. I can't say hospice, would you please come out? The doctors, my hair is just so horrible. I'm so sorry. But hospice, the doctor has to say, yes, hospice is needed. I can't just make the decision and say, oh, hospice, just come. It it has to be needed and doctor refer it to start it. She had to have a 6 month or less life expectancy to qualify. So, of course, that was met because of everything that's going on. I am really getting sick. I don't know why. I didn't have a flu shot, but I don't know if anybody saw that. The flu has decreased drastically over this year compared to what it was this time last year. And I told my mama, I said, I wonder if COVID is kind of like the new flu. I don't know. My daughter is about to get the vaccination. She's a nurse, so one of her friends got it today, so she should be getting it any time. Um, I'm kind of one of those conspiracy theory type of person. I don't see you throwing um, a vaccination together in such a short time when there's things that have been going on forever and you've yet to be able to get a vaccination or a cure or anything for. Yet you expect me to take something you just thrown together overnight. Not going to happen. I'm going to wait and see what people who really have it. How do we know that the president elect and vice president elect actually took the vaccine? We don't know if it was some kind of placebo they were given. We don't know that they were actually given the vaccine. I don't trust it. I don't trust them. I don't trust any of the government at this point with what we've all been through this year, and they just now getting out some kind of stimulus and supposedly supposed to do some good stimulus next month. I um i don't trust them any further than I can throw them, and I don't know that I believe they actually took the vaccination. And I know my mom wants it health wise. She probably needs it. But then again, health wise, because of her conditions, it kind of scares me that something, what if she's allergic to it? What if it causes some kind of problem and it speeds up processes of what's going on now? We don't know. There's just no way that they could have tested enough people to know the consequences and what's going to happen with the vaccination. There's just no way. So I don't trust it. I don't get it. I'm not going to take it until many people have taken it and I see what happens. Not gonna do it. I'm not gonna let my son have it until we have some kind of idea of what goes on. I cannot believe how red my nose and everything is. My son asked me earlier, "What's wrong, Mom?" And I couldn't sit until I could sit on this video. Really look like crap. Uh, I have, but like I said, I've struggled for the last few days. I can't. Oh, I remember when kind of hospice started was Christmas Eve. The social worker came out and it kind of almost didn't go well. She ended up agreeing to it. She got really pissed after everybody left, of course, at me, that I did everything, and I told her what had happened, that we'd all talked about it, we all agreed to it, and this is what we thought was best. And she wasn't happy, but she needs the care. It's just the care, the care level of care that she needs is the level of care that I just can't give here at home. She needs this oxygen and everything. And she did get really confused a little bit today on one thing. I do take the fact that she's been clear. She's confused. She said, I can't help it. They haven't brought the oxygen. And I was like, Mom, I said, they brought the oxygen. I just said, you keep refusing to take it. I said, it's sitting right there. I said, you have two of them. You have one for the room and you have one for if we go somewhere. So um, after that, she went ahead and put it on, and she's taken it off here and there. And honestly, I can't remember if I left it off or if I went ahead and put it back on um, when I came in here, because she needed to wear it when she's asleep. But I figure she'll probably stay in her recliner tonight because she's been so out of it. She really couldn't walk to she's when I bought her bed, our beds are high and her bed is high, so she uses, and she's short. She got shorter than me, and I'm 5'3", so she's shorter than me. So she climbs up in her bed, and I don't want her climbing up there now because other Christmas Eve when she was climbing up in bed, she fell off the step ladder and fell and hit her head on her nightstand. So we had to call an ambulance that night because she was just pouring blood. And they cleaned her up and bandaged her up, and so they didn't think it needed stitches. But if she started soaking through the gauze and started bleeding again, take her to the hospital and sew out stitches. But we never had to do that. Um, but I've kept y'all for quite a while now, just rambling. And I just kind of want to tell y'all what's going on. Um, I'm very exhausted, really feel really bad. Um, got a little bit of a cough and everything. So I hope I'm not getting anything right now. My sister and her husband are COVID positive. So just praying that that's not what it is. I know I get a little worried about it when I start thinking about it, and the symptoms. That's the first thing that comes to our mind. So I don't want to go through that. So I'm praying that it's not the case and it's just a cold or something. I really don't want to. I don't want to be one of those few people that. I'm sorry, y'all. My nose is just itching. Um, I don't want to be one of the low amount of people who have gotten the flu so far this year. I don't want to add to that low rating. So I do appreciate y'all watching. If you watched, like, subscribe, and share my video. And I'd appreciate it very much if you help support my channel or my small channel and help it grow. I would really appreciate it. And I'd appreciate y'all to go back and watch some of the videos, and you can get an idea and a feel of what I film. And I would appreciate y'all watching for a new video. I try to do one every day. Do several a day, honestly, tell you the truth. But I plan to go to Target tomorrow, try to get out of the house. Um, Maybe leave Sean here with my mom. My aunt said that she would come stay with her if I needed to get out of the house and go run some errands. My daughter has a dental procedure tomorrow, so I don't know that she'll be up to coming over. But I'd like to go to the Target dollar spot and kind of get see what they have and see about some Valentine's stuff. Maybe go to the Dollar Tree and see what they have. Um, and everything. But I do appreciate y'all watching very much. And I would just really appreciate y'all helping my channel grow. My son's channel is Loon, kind of designed for teens. He's 16, so if you have any 16-year-olds, I'm not sure if he's doing very many video game um, videos right now. I know he's doing a lot of comedy. I can hear their skits and stuff from in here a lot of times. So I hear a lot of laughing going on. So he does skits and stuff on I mean they don't do visual skits. I got him the equipment for vlogging and stuff for Christmas, but he hasn't let me use his equipment yet, so we will see. I think he's listening. But we will see if he'll let me use his equipment some and I can try to do some videos with that. But again, y'all have a good night and everybody stay safe. And um, thank you for stopping by. If this was your first time to watch my video, and please forgive how I look tonight. I know I look really sick and really exhausted, and I am, and I do plan to make. Sorry, my throat is just kind of scratchy. I do plan to make pork chops tomorrow. Um, I need to go get a few things from the store, like some better than beef bouillon and stuff for Sean's favorite green beans and new potatoes. And I need to get some dried onion flakes because that's what I put in that. And I like the beef better than the chicken. I did make him the chicken for I'm sorry I keep rambling on. I keep trying to end and then I start more. But I did make him the chicken for um Christmas and he likes it, but I just think it's better with beef. But y'all have a good night and stay safe and protected, and I pray for everyone. And he doesn't like to be heard, and he is heard constantly on his. But I do appreciate y'all watching for so long. If you did manage to stay and watch the whole video, and y'all have a good night.